We've heard stories of a father and son. One son who has cerebral palsy, his father stayed behind because he did not want his son to die alone. We've heard of several people who died trying to save their own homes, including a well-known surfer in Malibu. His mother said that they found him outside in an area where it looked like he had been trying to protect his home. We also learned about a former child actor, Rory Sykes. His mother spoke to an Australian media station about what happened during the height of the fire. Listen.
My baby, and he died needlessly. He said, "Mom, leave me," and I no, Mom can leave the kid. And I've got a broken arm. I couldn't lift him. I couldn't move him.
So that's Shelley Sykes. She actually ran, or she drove to a nearby firefighter. They went back to her home, but by the time they got there, their home had already burned down.
That is
Vicki
heartbreaking,
Morgan.
and the kind of stories that I think really humanize this for people who haven't ever seen anything like this in their lifetimes or aren't even from that part of the country. Dana Griffin on the ground there in L.A. Dana, thank you.
Thank you, Dana. Let's go now to NBC News meteorologist Bill Cairns. Bill, I know you've been watching these winds. You told us probably Tuesday morning. Now the forecast is here, and it looks like we're going to see those winds again tomorrow.
Yeah, and we want to avoid what just happened. I mean, that's the bottom line. We don't want structures to burn. We don't want to have to do mass evacuations again. But it's all possible because we just don't know where any new fires are going to form. We're hoping that the ones we have will stay under control. And they did a great job of containment over the weekend and putting out the hot spots. So we have 10 million people in red flag warnings. You know, red flag warnings are pretty common. They happen numerous times in Southern California every year. But what is not usual is what we call a particularly dangerous situation red flag warning. This is where we have extremely critical fire conditions. If any fires form in these hash lines here, so this is the western Santa Monica Mountains here, northern portions of Angeles Forest, all the way back here towards Ventura, this region with the hash lines is going to see extreme winds, very low relative humidity. If any new fires form in these areas, they'll spread rapidly. Notice, this is not last week's event. This does not include Los Angeles, where we had the 80 to 100 mile per hour winds. This is more of a typical Santa Ana wind event, which can still be extremely dangerous. So we still have our 3 fires. They did a great containment there on the Hearst fire. Winds are already starting to pick up in the mountains to 40 to 60 tonight into tomorrow.